So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and welcome to our first camp of the season. It is April 18th. It's been a pretty mild day. We are here in Weiser State Forest, the Greenland Tract, up here in Dauphin County at site number 3. I filmed here one of my campsite tours some time ago. I liked sites 3 and 2. I chose 3 for tonight. Might do site 2 another time. Be able to show you around. Got just a little bit of bad news, but it's okay. We'll do all right. I'll show it to you right here. There's a little notice right there on our post. But yeah, you come down up that way is Berry Mountain Road, and you come down this kind of a steep road. Back there is our campsite. This is a true roadside spot. You can park right here, and your campsite's there. But I did double check. I kind of remembered there being a rule about the campfires this time of year, and I was right. I checked before I came, but just to reinforce it, yeah, fires and fire rings and fireplaces are prohibited from March 1st through May 21st for forest fire reasons. So no campfire tonight, so that's a bit of a bummer. I know some people say, Cliff, why don't you just have one anyway? You're out here in the middle of nowhere. You're right, but you're wrong at the same time, because when you post this kind of stuff to YouTube for the world to watch, you know, people see and notice. I just saw a video just recently where a couple, like, they're building something, and someone from the city saw their video and saw a code violation in their video and sent them a fine just from watching their video. So yeah, that stuff happens. Alright, let me show you around. Yeah, so there's plenty of parking. You could probably actually just pull right up to the picnic table if you wanted to, but I'm okay with being back here. Yeah, so there's our fire ring, which will be empty tonight, but that's okay, we'll make do. We have a picnic table. Probably put the tent over there. It looks like a nice little spot. So yeah. Still looks a bit barren and dreary. Other places here in Pennsylvania, it's more like spring. Things are blooming and the leaves are coming out, but not up here in the mountains yet. It's still kind of barren looking. Especially out there where they logged, but yeah, well. But I need to quit blabbing and get set up and get cooking too. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten much today, but we're gonna make hamburgers tonight. I'm gonna use my secret hamburger recipe, which will no longer be secret after tonight, but that's okay. There's really nothing all that secret about it. We're just gonna call it that. So yeah, making my own little blend of, well, you'll see later then. Hopefully it's a bit windy, so that might affect my stove just a little bit, but we'll see. We'll make it work. All right, let's get set up. Alright, well that was a bit of an ordeal with the wind blowing. It comes in gusts, especially getting the rain fly on. I won't probably need a rain fly, but with the breeze tonight, might get a little bit too cool. Sometimes I like to leave that off, see the stars, but anyway, we gotta get my cot up. Plus I got something new, which will hopefully help me sleep better. I got a different sleeping pad. This is a memory foam sleeping pad that'll go right on top of my cot, so I'm eager to see how this will do tonight. But we'll get this all set up next. Yeah, so here's what the new pad looks like. Fits right on top of the cot here. You could put this on the floor of the tent, but the cot raises up so you can put gear and stuff underneath there. Because I kind of like it. We should quick test it out a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, the other pad I was using was that flatter egg crate style, they call it. This is so much more comfortable. Alright. Maybe I'll just stay here. Alright. Now we gotta get the table. We gotta get the I gotta get things set up over there. I have a few things to set up in here yet. Then we gotta get the picnic table set up. I gotta put the cloth on, and then we're gonna get to cooking right away. It's almost 4:30, so it's not gonna, it's not midsummer yet, so it's not gonna be dark. It's not dark. It's not gonna be light till 9 o'clock. It's gonna get, my head's got chopped off there. It's gonna get darker earlier yet, maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. So don't want to wait too long to get those hamburgers ready. Plus, I'm hungry. Right. Let's keep working. All right, let's see if we can get this tablecloth on with this wind. This is a new one that was sent to me after I burnt a hole in the other one. This one comes with little clips to help keep it on the table, though. That's cool. Right, I think that'll work. Alright, so we got things set up. Yeah, I got the pad in there I showed you. I got the sleeping bag, the pillow in there, my little stand. Got the poo bucket, which is also a trash bucket. You know, there is no, people have asked me that in the past. You know, there's no facilities out here. No, there's not. You bring your own facilities. Works out quite well. Got the stove out. It's a bit breezy. I'm just hoping to, yeah, we'll see. I might have to find some kind of wind blocker for that. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna be cooking. I got the cutting pad, the bowl, the knife. That was a gift. A number of gifts. I got some barbecue sauce back there. That was a gift. But yeah, we got some hamburger buns, an egg in there, so we survived. Some peppers. I think my ground beef is. Then we got some butter and some cheese in here too. So we're gonna get ready to go cooking. I also have some mail. So a little bit later we'll have mail time. I think we'll have it now, but I'm pretty hungry, so I think we should just get the hamburgers going. I think that's a good idea. Like I said, might need a windbreaker for that stove. We'll see. All right, but let's get the recipe getting together here. All right, so here we go. This I had to switch sides because the sun for the lighting, but this side is very uncomfortable. Seat's very warped. Anyway, it is what it is. Get the ground beef. I don't know how many pounds, what did I get? About a pound of ground beef. We'll just put it all in there. Then we're gonna put 1 egg in there. Then French onion soup. Yes, French onion soup. We're gonna dump it all in there. Might as well. There we go. And I'm gonna set that aside. I'll mix that later with my hands. Actually, I brought some gloves. But we're gonna chop a couple of peppers up to put in there. Maybe some green and yellow. Let's start with some green. But yeah, this cutting board is a gift, and so is this knife. This knife is like super sharp. Yeah, all right. I'm not gonna put all the green pepper in there, but just some. We'll save some of it for later. There's that wind again. Get some yellow pepper in there. Doesn't really matter which color you use. There's this price tag on there. I'll just cut this end off. Probably a horrible cutter. It doesn't really matter. How you cut doesn't affect the taste. Alright, I might cut just a little bit more of them. Get back to there. There you go, that's what it looks like right now. But I'm going to mix that up with my hand nicely. I did bring some gloves. Normally at home I wouldn't wear gloves, but since I'm out here I don't really have, I don't have like greasy hamburger hands. Alright, let's get to mixing this up. I put the camp stove right at the front of the camp on that little table. Should keep it out of the wind. I think that'll work. Yeah, so we're gonna mix this all together. I brought 2 buns, but this probably make more than 2 buns. But I'll just take the rest home. I got the cooler over there. That'll work just fine. All right, kind of weird, but all right, mix it all up. Looks real good. Right now it looks pretty gross, but all those clumps apart. All right, I'll get back to you once I'm done mixing this. I'm gonna mix it, let it set just a little bit. If you let it set, it gets a little bit. Right now it's a bit gloopy, but if you let it sit for a little bit, it firms up a little bit more. All right, so we got the pan heating up in here. This is working quite nicely right here. The little table is sheltered from the wind in here. All right, let's get these pancakes, yeah, these hamburgers formed. I got plenty of leftover peppers. Like I said, it'll go back in the cooler. I like to put a little piece of butter inside each hamburger patty. I got some cheese too. And oh yeah, I got this. This was sent to me too. Cliff's barbecue sauce. We'll try this on our burgers. All right, so we got the one cooking up in there. Because I buried a little piece of butter in there. They're a little bit more. They're not as firm as I'd like them to be. I probably should add a little bit more hamburger versus the French onion soup, but it'll be okay. Oh man, that smells amazing. Smell-o-vision. Yeah, I gave it one good flip. It ended up being a bit more flimsy, like I said, than I wanted to, but it won't affect the taste. Might make it a bit more messy, but it is what it is. It'll still be good to eat. Alright. Yes, this ended up being a bit of a mess, but we're gonna get it in there. It kind of fell apart. But look, hey, it's okay. Get in there nicely. A few pieces of pepper in there. Alright, not too bad. Let's take this over. Get some cheese, barbecue sauce on this puppy yet. It may look ugly, but it's gonna taste amazing. Yeah, so it's a little wonky. They're good though. Slice of cheese. That's really good. It doesn't have to look pretty to taste good. The little scraps that fall off, you can just eat. That is good. Stuff's blowing everywhere. A little bit of barbecue. Oh, that's kind of runny. I'm gonna put this on the burger, put the cheese on top. Alright, just a little bit. Go. Yeah, if you like nice, firm hamburgers, probably not for you, but if you want something tasty, you'll like this. Alright. This is gonna be a mess. It stayed in there nicely. A little hot, but that is good. To make it not so flimsy, you could put less of that French onion soup in, or put more burger, you know, a better ratio of, I guess you could say, but it's okay. Definitely making another one. Yeah, check the forecast before I left. If anything, this wind was supposed to die down a little bit, but I feel like it's just picking up. It does change things. So, all right, I got burger number 2 frying away over there. It's gonna be a windy mail time, that's for sure. My mail's gonna blow away. I see, can I flip it nicely while everybody's watching on YouTube? There we go. Not bad. Hey, I guess I put stuff away. I do have some leftover hamburger stuff. Actually, when it's in the fridge, like overnight and stuff, or a day or two, it firms up a lot better. Butter. Actually, keep one piece of cheese out. The next one. Put that there. And the bowl I cleaned up as much as I could here. I'll have to clean up better at home. Make sure I don't leave it out here overnight to attract animals. I'll keep it in the Jeep. Alright, burger number 2. I could probably eat 3 of these, but anyway. Yeah, my tent's gonna smell like a burger. Anyway, I'm not too worried about it. The bears are probably out of hibernation right now, but they're, generally speaking, they leave you alone. I'm not really worried about it. Alright, plus all my smelly stuff will be in the Jeep, so, like, that bowl I just cooked with, mixed with, and other things. My frying pan will be in the Jeep, too. I'm not gonna leave any of that stuff out, so. And the tent will air out too before I go to bed. Or maybe I'm just saying that. No, it will. Alright, I'm gonna let this cool off just a bit before I dive in. Then, what time is it? We should get the mail out. 5:30. I thought about going for a little walk too. Gotta make coffee later tonight too. We'll see, maybe we'll eat and then go for a little walk. We'll see. Alright, dive into number 2. Like I said, that hamburger recipe firms up if you leave it in the fridge overnight. I could have made it at home and then brought it here to be a little more firm, but whatever. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to look pretty to taste good, like I said. Alright. Yeah. You could do any different variations on this recipe too. Alright. I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, some big giant beetle just flew in. Straight went. This was a gift. I was thinking about using this tonight, but not with the wind. Where'd this thing go? Is it inside? Did he go in there? Hold on a second. There was a huge beetle here. I don't know where he went now. Alright, you got most everything cleaned up. You know, to be honest though, even if there wasn't a fire ban tonight, it's pretty dry and all this wind. Having a fire would not be a good idea anyway. So, yeah. I'll leave camp for a bit. I have my mail sitting on the table. Wait, I should probably double check it. Yeah, but this is site number 3. You do need a permit. About $10. Just a reminder. Maybe we'll go for a little walk down this way. Let me quick check my mail again now. Make sure it doesn't blow away. Although I am going to miss sitting by the fire with my coffee, though. Might have to sit in the tent with the coffee. With how windy it is. Yeah, it's not the most scenic spot. Although, it'll grow back. Looks a little barren. And everything looks a little bit barren right now. Whew. Yeah, so the gravel road ends here. It does go on that way. I think, look at that wind. I think that's state game lands over there, and this is state forest land. Pretty sure. I think that takes you to what's called the Greenland Road, which that's what we drove in on, but it's gated over there where state game lands begins, and then but you can walk it out that way. So I think that's where that goes. Looks a lot better than out here. All right, but while we still have light, let's check out the mail. And I can put it back in the Jeep where it won't blow away. I also brought a trail cam. I'm gonna set up. I have it right there, but I'm gonna set it up on one of these trees and looking this way, see if anybody shows up overnight, wildlife-wise. All right, let's get the camera set up and see what mail we got. All right, that should work. Hopefully the camera doesn't blow down. All right, get my propel. Let's see here. Oops, there goes that. Hold on a second. I gotta pick that up. All right, this first stuff is from Lee. Thank you for the note, Lee. Blow away. So some of this is like a late Christmas present. There's also a lot of squatchy stuff in here. Yeah, Christmas stockings or boots. I think they said my mom could use these. I'm not gonna wear these. Well, you know, maybe I could wear them in my tent there, but probably a little too small. They're kind of cute. Oh yeah, like I said, there's a lot of Bigfoot stuff in here. Grow Bigfoot. Check this out. Let's open this up. So I guess you can... what does he grow out of the thing here? It says just add water. So it looks like maybe he grows out of the stump. We'll try that. I'm not gonna do it out here, but I'll just see how that works. Grow Bigfoot. Reminds me of those things you had when you were a kid. Everything wants to blow everywhere. Trash can. Oh, some little. These are like sloth. This is not necessarily Bigfoot. It's a sloth. Little socks for a kid. Yeah, they said that some of the stuff in here I don't necessarily use myself. I could give away if I want to. Oh yeah. Whoa, there goes my mail. Squatch the soap. Freedom Fresh. That is fresh. Ooh, honey maple Swiss sausage snacks. That looks good. I'm not gonna eat that now. I'll put that in my snack bag. That looks good. You want to hike the Mason-Dixon Trail next? Oh, yeah, there's these. Oh, tick removers. Huh. I could put that in my backpack. Those. First I thought they were like toothpicks for like clean your teeth, but they're tick. You kind of slide them on, twist, and you can pull a tick right off. That's cool. That would go in my backpack. All right. There's more. Little booties. Yeah, some more squatchy items. Yeah, here's a Bigfoot little sippy cup type thing. Well, not a sippy cup, but I probably won't use that. But like you said, I could give it to other people. Well, there's this thing. I wasn't sure. A Yeti named Betty. What are these? Wild Woodsies. Crackle Crunchy. Huh. I guess they squeak. Oh, it squeaks. It's like a dog toy. Maybe I should do it too loud out here. Who knows what'll show up. Alright. Oh yeah, there was like a leash. A dog leash. There's a Bigfoot on there? Oh, it's a light up. Oh, yeah, it does say Bigfoot on there. So it's like a little dog leash. Or it's like more like a necklace. It says necklace light up. Ages 3 and up. And then, well, here's something a little more. Berks History Center's Road Ramble. So it's a book on some history stuff that you can find here in Berks County. So there's some. That's definitely something to look through. I might be able to get some videos from some things in here. So that'll work. Yeah. Alright, there's one other thing here. I gotta find it. Alright, I found it. I actually left it on top of the Jeep when I was getting this stuff out. So this is pretty cool too. They found this plate. The Lebanon Tunnel on the Union Canal. We have filmed it before, but there's the tunnel. That is cool. Like a decorative plate. That's cool. So thank you for those gifts. I'll have to find some people to share some of those with. So yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. If I can put that back. Alright, let's check out some other stuff. Alright, let's do some cards. They're the things I want to blow away the most. Some of these are Easter cards. This is from Nancy. Easter eggs may come by the dozen. But amazing people like you are 1 in a million. Well, I'm not sure if I'm 1 in a million, but anyway, there you go. Thank you for the card. Thank you for your note. Thank you for the gifts that were inside there. And I want especially the Chick-fil-A card. I will use that. Thank you, Nancy. Let's do a couple more cards. Like I said, they just want to blow away. All right, this one is from Lisa, I believe. Thank you for your note, Lisa. Oh, yeah, like speaking of blowing away, I'm getting really tired of this wind. I tell you what, everything was a blow away. There's this nice little Easter card she sent me there. So thank you. Thank you for the gift that was in there too, Lisa. And also the, everything wants to blow away. Well, no. And also little stickers she sent me there too. The Keystone State. Whoa, there's a sticker. And, oh yeah, I like that one, Wander. Those might go in my Jeep actually. Alright, one more before everything. This card is from Debbie, one of the Debbies. There you go, beautiful little Easter card. And she sent me an article here too on, I'll have to read that. Look at stuff about cemetery and the snake on the backside too. You can see that. So, alright, I'll have to look at that on a less windy moment. Alright, let me get these cards safely somewhere else. Let me get more mail. Yeah, I think this is the windiest camp I've ever had. Like I said, it was supposed to. They said it was supposed to quiet down, but it ain't. So this one didn't have a name attached to it. But someone sent me some beef jerky, the Slim Jims. So if that was you, thank you for those. Those will go in my snack bag. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, this one. Yeah, this one didn't have a name attached, but they sent me a message later. This is from Alexandria. I forget to probably say it. But she sent me some natural Dead Sea bath salts. There you go. She said my mom can use them too. Maybe we should get, I guess I'll have to get like a portable hot tub. Do a hot tub camp one night. I could use those. But yeah, I've never used bath salts before. Well, actually, I mean, I've used, that's not the same thing. I was thinking of something else. But yeah, to try those out. Kind of tempted to open and see what it smells like. But anyway, we'll save that. But thank you. Let's see what's in this one. I'm gonna come back to that one because I think she sent me some other stuff too. Oh boy. That's a note. And so this was from, this is from Stacy. She has an Instagram page. I'd rather be hiking. She created if you watch her channel, I filmed with her before. I think it was with Day Hike Dave. She makes these little Lego figures. Whoa, there it goes. Remember there was a little Lego DHD. That was when we filmed. We went to the bear trap and he had a, he was getting attacked by a millipede in that video. Oh, there's her little sticker. Stacy would rather be hiking. Put that in there. And here's, well, there's, I guess that goes in. There's little, look, check him out. There's little Lego Wandering Woodsman. Check it out. He's got the hat. He's got the backpack. Got a walking stick. Got my coffee mug. Here's a little mount I can put him on. There's another head in there too. Is that a spare head, Stacy? That was laid in there. Maybe I can put the head in his little coffee cup. There we go. We have a little Lego Wandering Woodsman. That's pretty cool. I should take him with me on my hikes. I'll find a place for him. All right. She had told me that she had made one. I will be hiking with Day Hike Dave and hopefully with Stacy and her friend James at some point again soon. Because I know there's one hike they wanted to do off all of us. We'll see. We will get with them again. So, all right. So this next one came in a little envelope. The magazine. There's a note inside. Oh yeah, there's a note inside. Thank you for the gift that was inside there too. Yeah, Happy Easter. Oh yeah, she talked. There's what article? Who is this? There's a name in here. Oh, Jack. Yeah. Was it about some articles on some, was it a cemetery? Oh yeah, he's talking about Old Swedes Church in Philadelphia. I do need to get there. He mentioned that it's relatively safe to park there. Yeah, Philly is kind of nuts, depending on where you're at. So I've been wanting to get to there because there's some really old graves there. And then these last three things are from Debbie. I know she sent me a card too. I think all three are from her. I'll double check. Because it says, yeah, that's from her. So we got these Nature Valley protein bars, salted caramel nut. Those will go in my snack bag. Actually, just a little bit here. I'll put some of this stuff in my snack bag. She sent me some of those meals too. Make sure these are all from her. Yep. So this one's the scrambled eggs. Those are pretty good. I know some people make fun of these adventure meals, but they're actually, a lot of them are pretty good. Is this one from her too? This one doesn't have a name in it. Oh yeah, it does. Debbie. This one I have not had before. Chili mac with beef. I'm pretty sure I didn't have that one before, so. I've got a lot of these recently. Well, they want to blow away, but still needs plenty of camping to do this summer. Alright, thank you for all those gifts, everybody. All of them. I'm going to get these back in the Jeep where they'll be safe. Some things I'll put right back in my snack bag, or put in my snack bag, so, but yeah. Thank you. But I think it's time to make some coffee. I'm making it here in the tent. It's just too windy out there to have any kind of a, you know, these stoves out there. Hopefully that'll stay. It's a little crooked. I'll tell you what though, it is quiet. You know, this is on a dead end road. We walk down to the end there, it's gated, so I can't say I've even heard the other road is just up there. I haven't heard anybody out here. Friday evening. I guess today's Good Friday. I forgot to mention that. I guess some people call this Holy Week. Today's Good Friday and then Sunday is Easter. You know, some people have like church services on Good Friday. The church I go to does, but I'm out here today. Just wondering if I have a bug. Yeah, we do. I know. I think I made a video earlier. In the winter, I was talking about getting all organized. I kind of did, but I kind of didn't do either. I never really finished getting organized. But anyway, it's all good. But, come on. I do have that one bag with all those. Remember made that video with all the plastic jars? They're all in here. Nicely stacked. Just gotta find the one that I need. Yeah. I have all labeled on the top too. This is decaf coffee. I don't need to stay awake all night. Alright. Just gotta wait for this water to warm up. Turn this off. Yeah, this wind is like crazy. It feels like it's dying down, and all of a sudden it just picks up again. Just like toss, like well, it feels like it was a toss my tent just all over the place. But the tent is staked down, so it's not going to go anywhere. Or at least it shouldn't. Alright, where's my pot holder? There we go, let's get this brewed this way. I guess I'll be drinking coffee in the tent. I kind of have a weird angle, but that's the way it is. Get some creamers down here. Ones that haven't been put in one of those jars yet. Alright. Still have a few in this bag from last summer. Let's go 2 hazelnuts and 1 regular. Alright, time to add the creamers. Where's there's a spoon. Oh, that's kind of what creamer got kind of gloopy. I'm not sure about that. Oh well. I don't think it'll kill us. Alright. Yeah, maybe some of these creamers are a little old. It won't kill us, like I said. Here we go. Tastes good, that's all that matters. Yeah, I'm really missing that campfire. Should be sitting out there, sitting in a chair, reading a book or something. I did take a little bit of a nap just a little bit earlier, but let's see, it's about 7 o'clock, so we'll see. I did bring some stuff along to read, some maps and things to look at, trips to plan, but yeah, that wind just isn't dying down. You hear the tent just moving around. Yes, I'm trying this. I've always wondered. I have my camp chair that I usually have up at a campfire. I brought it in the tent. There's room for it in the tent. Right over here is my cot. Right there's that little table that I have in here, and there's room in here. I mean, it's not terribly bad out there, but I just thought, you know, it's sheltered from the wind in here. I was thinking, like, even on a rainy day, you could bring this in here. It fits in here comfortably. I do have a light up here, but I don't think I need it yet. Nah. Yeah. I never tried it before, but yeah, there's room in here to bring the camp chair in. Got my high point adventure. Oops, I talked about all the high points in all the 50 states. Got my road atlas. I might just sit here, look at the maps. Got a little bit of belly there, but yeah. All right. A little bit past 7. I'm just gonna relax in here for a little bit. There's no campfire. All right. It's about 7:30, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and get the trail cam set up. I'm not gonna turn it on yet, but I just gotta make sure I do that before I go to bed. But the sun has just set below the horizon. Temperature's going down too. Like I said, we'll leave this on. We'll see if anything visits us tonight while I'm sleeping. Who knows? I don't know. Do we want to know what visits us? But yeah, that'd be interesting. All right, so the sun has set out there in the west. It's kind of a cool shot with the colors. Yeah, it's getting a little bit chillier. Probably gonna head to bed here soon. That's cool. Yeah, still pretty windy. See the branches moving around all over the place up there. Tent's blowing around a little bit. Maybe not quite as windy as it was, but I know I keep saying it, but I'm really missing that campfire. Yeah, well, I said it wasn't as windy, but it just picks up again. Although I'm glad to be out here, it definitely hasn't been one of my most favorite camping experiences. Doesn't really look too nice out here yet. Not a lot of green, and that wind was just, kind of messes things up a little bit. But we adapt, and we do what we have to. Yeah, that wind. Yeah, on a 90-degree summer day, you want this wind sometimes, but then, I don't, not today though. All right. I'm gonna say goodnight to you, I think, by the blow away. I'm gonna quick turn on the trail cam. If anything shows up, I'll show it before I say good morning to you. If that makes any sense, I'll show it overnight. Or between the two, anyway. Alright. I think we're gonna tuck in for the night. See you in the morning. That's the whippoorwill. Well, look who came out, the moon. It's probably not focused. We can still hear the whippoorwills. There's an owl off in the distance too. So good morning to y'all. There's several turkeys out there gobbling this morning. Gotta wake up. Birds are singing. Yeah, I slept pretty good last night. It was difficult at first. It was really, like I said, it was really windy in the evening yet. The tent was just kind of going back and forth. That wasn't too cool. But then, about midnight, the wind just stopped. That's when I started hearing the whippoorwill. I got up several times to record that. Hopefully it picked it up. Then all the moon was shining. So, I love that sound, the whippoorwill. They did it from most of the night then. I need to finish waking up. But then, I don't know what, we'll see. I might make some coffee. Maybe I'll make some breakfast. I don't have to be out here till 3, but I'm not going to stay here till that long. So, yeah, out there somewhere is that turkey. Yeah, out there somewhere is that turkey. Might be 2 of them. I think I hear one up there and then one down here. Yeah, it got cloudy again. Like I got up around, well, it was about 5 in the morning when I showed you the moon shining up there through the trees. It's probably out of focus, but then the clouds have quickly rolled in. It's about 7 o'clock right now. The breeze is starting to pick up a little bit again. So I don't know. Maybe I think I'll probably just start packing up. We'll see about making coffee later. I'm not too far from home too, so I can just go home and have coffee too. Alright, but I think we'll start packing up at least here. I gotta change out of my jammies too. Alright, so it's a yes for some coffee this morning here. We'll have our electrolyte coffee. Little packets. Let that warm up, but I'm gonna start packing up like I said. Yeah, here's all those jars that I organized earlier in the spring. Works out pretty well. 8 of them fit in here nicely. Anyway, let's start packing up. Alright. You know, remember, there are some probable rain showers today. That's a robin. There's a woodpecker every now and then over there. So it's a beautiful morning. Very different from, my head's getting chopped off a little bit there. Very different than from last night. Last night was just not, or last evening was just not the most pleasant. That's the way it is sometimes. Creamers, some fresher creamers this morning. I'm using the newer ones I got. No clumps this morning. Might have to let that cool off just a little bit. No, that'll work. Oh, that's good. I will slowly finish packing up. Like I said, no rush to get out of here. I don't know, maybe I don't know if I'll make breakfast or not. I was gonna make oatmeal. We'll see. Maybe once I'm done packing most of my, like getting my tent down and stuff, I might be a little hungrier. We'll see. I'm not always terribly hungry in the mornings sometimes, but we'll see. That's beautiful. That's their morning song, the robins. So tent is down. Just gotta get everything packed up a little bit better yet, and then start chunking stuff in the Jeep there. Get my coffee. Yeah. If you don't have a poo bucket and some dude wipes, you need to get some of that. It can make your mornings out here a whole lot better. Otherwise, you're finding a spot out there somewhere. So. Definitely comes in handy. Especially those dude wipes, those are great. I think those are a gift too from somebody. I gotta remember to grab my trail cam. If anything did pass through last night, you already saw it. I would have posted those pictures already, but as of right now, I don't really know if anything came through. But anyway, I gotta get everything back in the Jeep. So I'll work on that. I'm gonna finish my coffee first. Relax just a little bit. Like I said, there's no rush to get out of here. There are other folks that have this site reserved for later today, but I don't have to be out just yet, so let's enjoy our coffee with the birds. Yeah, just sitting here finishing up my coffee. Probably repeating myself, but to me this is camping. Nice morning with the birds singing. Like I'm glad to be out here regardless, but last night was just a little different, but that's okay. But like I said, this is what I like. That's why I'm kind of reluctant to leave. Just taking my time this morning. Alright, everything is packed up. Almost everything. I almost forgot I gotta grab my trail cam yet. But yeah, I just had my first visitors a little while ago. Someone drove down here. So this is a quiet spot if you're looking for a spot like that. Alright, but I am gonna head out. I think I'm gonna spend well, I'm gonna go home. I can go home and take a shower, relax a little bit, but I gotta organize all my camping stuff. I might look organized. I started back early when I made a couple of videos where I bought those jars and stuff, but that was I had injured my leg and stuff, and I was not doing much hiking, so I was, hey, why not go through my camping stuff? Well, then my leg got better, and I kind of didn't complete that job, so even this morning I didn't put anything back real nicely in the Jeep. I gotta go through all that stuff and yeah, take care of some stuff there. So alright, but thanks for coming along. Slightly different camping trip. A little bit barren yet. It was a windy night. But loved the whippoorwills last night. I love that sound. And this morning was absolutely beautiful. Alright, thanks for coming along, and hopefully we'll see you on